get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set on first down. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Tigers want to move quickly. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Back to throw, it's Schroeder. He finds his man. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you can tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Snap in the shotgun. Into the end zone. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to fire on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turns it on at midfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, in a short yardage situation, they pull off an explosive play. And how about the blocking up front? Everybody getting a big-time push.
Yeah, and in those 3rd and shorts, defense plays aggressive, loads the box. One guy misses, and it ends up being a big gain. Nice play by this offense.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Makes him talk to the hand. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got his man. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Offense, quick tempo. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the Tigers get enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Schroeder. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Motion from the offense. He's looking for a man on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to pass, it's Schroeder. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't clear on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Schroeder. Quarterback moving. And he's out of bounds, just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Go!
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They're bringing heat. Moves away as he feels pressure. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Wide receiver shows motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Middle Tennessee put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Blue Raiders had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but this running game moves to change as they get the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Auburn. The defense with the scoop and score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He wants to pass it on second down. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wide out in motion. He's going to pass on second down. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Get set, get set.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to pass, it's Schroeder. They're working that left side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough in the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
Here we go. Razor.
They go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here's the handoff. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Clemson is quick to the line. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the ball is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. 1st and 10 for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Motion from the offense. He's looking to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. He's got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Forced out of the pocket. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Out of the shotgun on third down. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Clemson jumps to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking for a gap. It's Nicholson. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He fires it out to the right. Pulls it in inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 4 over Jacksonville State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Auburn lines up quickly. Might as well stick with him. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Auburn just keeps piling up yards on the ground, and they have done this for years and years.
Just stacking them up. That's who they are. That's what their identity is. They want to run the football first, establish the line of scrimmage, play physical. That's what great Auburn teams do.
Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires on the move. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. They want to run it left here. Oh, gave the defender the business. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They're going to ride this running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. He'll throw it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Schroeder. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you can tell, just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Leaves it with the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He looks that one in nicely. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Takes the handoff. It's Nicholson. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Here's the give off the left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Out of bounds at the 45. Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Auburn 28, Clemson 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Pistol Pete isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Jacksonville State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Quarterback checking the play.
Tuna. Gorilla.
Looking to throw, it's Schroeder. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets rid of it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Gonna run it. It's Nicholson. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Looking downfield, it's Schroeder. Steps away. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, a 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got him and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Dropping back, it's Schroeder. Fires left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Fast motion from the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. To the ground with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Working that left side now. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Well, I think these guys have gone completely mental. They have lost their minds. The punt team is on the field, and they're in the red zone. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Longer.
Looking for a man. It's Schroeder. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's 2nd down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. We need to go for it on 4th down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He caught it! Touchdown, Tigers! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there and finish this thing.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Schroeder. Still looking, on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Trying to run it in. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the stumble...